Yo, what's good? What's good? Don't let bad moment turn into a bad day. That's what we on for today. We are on not allowing a bad moment to turn into a bad day. Because trust and believe, a lot of people only have bad days because they allow a bad moment to affect the entire day. Bad moments are going to come regardless. You can't hide from them. You just can't. They're going to come regardless. It's all about how you look at it, how you deal with it, and how fast you can move on from it. That's emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is basically identifying a situation, something that you can react to, and saying, I feel angry about this situation. And then you address your anger. You acknowledge it. You don't ignore it. You say, oh, what's up, anger? I see you. I see you right here, ready to go, ready to get active. Just calm your horses real quick, anger. Hold on. Let me figure this out. Anger ready to go. It's like, I'm mad. What you mean calm down? Mad. We mad. Let's get mad. But you are not anger. You are not the feeling. You are the observer, the witness of the feeling. And you have the control and the ability to say, I recognize anger. Hello, anger. Allow you to control the way I situation because a bad situation can have to turn into a bad day. You address the fact that you feel a certain type of way about a certain thing. That thing made me mad. Now anger want to turn up. Man, I'm mad. Let's turn up. Nah, chill out. I had a it was this morning, right? This morning was a little off, right? This morning it wasn't really off, man. I just feel like, so sometimes the energy in the house be shifting. Like everybody feel that energy, your kids, your wife, everybody, man. And it could be because of one person's energy, but then like one person in your house energy is off and it affect everybody in the house energy. So now everybody in the house is just like fucked up and it's like off of one person who came in the door just feeling some type of way. You know what I'm saying? One person coming to the door feeling some type of way, now the whole house energy is off. Because now I'm reacting to the way your energy is, you reacting to the kids reacting to the way my energy is, the dog reacting to the kids' energy off of one person's energy. That's why it's important when you live in the same house with people, everybody energy. What's up? What's up? Everybody energy got to be on point, man. You know, and it has to be like an equilibrium. It has to be like a balance. It has to be a person who's going to say, listen, I understand that your energy is off right now. Let's go sit down. Let's take a couple breaths. Let's get it together. Why is your energy this way? They don't even know most of the time. People don't even know why the energy in the house be fucked up. But and then when everybody start reacting to the way they energy is, now everybody start now that person start, feeling some type of way, like why everybody treating me this way? Because you came in here with that energy. You know what I'm saying? Like people are observers of energy. So if you come into the house and your energy fucked up, and then once you get better, now but everybody else energy fucked up, you looking at everybody else like why everybody else energy fucked up because of you, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit crazy. That is crazy, dog. You know what I mean? But the thing is that now everybody got to get their day going. You know, people got to get ready to go to work. Kids got to go to school. You know what I'm saying? Kids got to go to school. Dog got to go out shit and piss. Everybody got to get their day going. But you can't take that initial moment in the morning, where the energy was messed up, and and take that into the rest of your day. You got to know how to balance it. You got to know how to shut that shit off. You got to know how to just be like, nah, I'm not going to allow this one little incident in the morning to mess up my whole day. You know, even when you at work now, right? Now you going to work, on your way to work, you had your coffee, you good now, you got your music playing, you in your zone. What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, everybody? Thanks for joining. Yeah, yeah. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. So anyway, so now you're on your way to work, right? You got your music playing, you got your coffee, you know what I mean, your zone, you might hit a blunt, you know what I mean? Like something. and you get to work, and now you got to deal with other people's energy again. Now somebody come into work, they fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because they allowed how they morning started off to affect what's up, everybody, to affect how they feeling at work. So now you vibing off of their energy, you know what I mean? Because they took what happened at home to work. And now you're like, man, here we go again. So the thing is this, right? You are not your emotions. You are not the feeling. You are the observer of the feeling. So if you feel mad, the first thing you do is recognize the fact that you feel mad. You observe it. You say, "Oh, hello, anger. I see you." Or, you know what I'm saying? "What's up, anger? I see you trying to creep in." Anger, like, nah, let's turn up. You know what I'm saying? Why people coming in here acting like this? You know what I mean? Why everybody looking at me like this? I'm ready to turn up. Nah, you identify anger and say, "Hey, anger, I see you. But I'm not going to deal with you right now. But I recognize you. I see you. You know what I mean? So now anger is like, all right, well, let me chill out a little bit. You see? So just because anger creeps in doesn't mean that you have to. Uh, doesn't mean that you have to. You know what I'm saying? Like give into it. You know. And I hate the word emotional intelligence. I hate words that just start getting tossed around too much. Now everybody want to start using it and acting like they like the shit in that realm. But when you feel happy, you know what I'm saying? Let's just say you feel happy. You are not the emotion happy. What you do, you just recognize happiness. Oh, I feel joy. I feel happiness. Oh, hey, happiness. How you doing? You know what I'm saying? But you got to continue your day because let's just say $1 million hit your bank account tomorrow. You will get excited in the motherfucker, right? Right? You gonna get excited in the motherfucker. You gonna start telling everybody. You gonna start jumping around and all that shit. You know, and and that's the emotion. That's the emotion happiness. But let's say if $1 million in my account tomorrow. I'm gonna recognize it. Oh shit, I got $1 million. Cool. This is called stoicism, by the way, y'all. If nobody knows what stoicism is, I suggest you go look it up. Because stoicism is real, and stoicism teaches you how to deal with your emotions, how not to be all up and down like that. You just kind of like stay steady, no matter what happens. The worst thing can happen, the death can happen, and you just steady. Boom. People looking at you like, damn, do you even care? Yeah, I care, but I recognize the emotion of sadness. Okay, like man, I feel sad for this person passing. I'm not gonna be able to talk to this person anymore. It's gonna be a big void in my life. You know what I mean? Like you have to recognize sadness. Yeah, I recognize sadness, but I don't have to feel sad. You know, same thing with happiness. Going back to the $1 million, $1 million hit your account right now. You could jump up and feel happy, but you're supposed to just look at it and be like, okay, cool, I got $1 million. Let's keep it pushing. You know what I mean? What's next? So you might even want to go back to sleep. Make sure it ain't a dream. Um, but then see, and the reason it's important to my favorite food is steak. I love me some steak. The reason it's important to keep it level, the reason it's important to keep it level is because if $1 million leave your account tomorrow, you don't want to go into a deep depression. You know what I'm saying? You do not want to go into a deep depression if $1 million leave your account tomorrow. You look at that and say, "Damn, I lost $1 million. What do I got to do now?" You know what I'm saying? Is everybody around me straight? Everybody around me still alive? We can still eat a little bit? Like, what I got to do? I got to drive Uber? Like, what I got to do right now? You know what I mean? Because one thing people don't realize is that life is only a split second. Bam, life is done. You know what I'm saying? But death is forever. Think about how many ants have been squished. You know what I'm saying? Think about how many baby ants have been sprayed with Raid. You know, like their life compared to ours is feels longer because they're smaller than us. Our life compared to our giants feels longer than our giants life because we're smaller than our giants. What people don't realize is this: we are just ants to a bigger giant. All right, we are just ants to a bigger giant. That's it. We're ants to a bigger giant, dog. We're ants to a bigger giant, man. Like when somebody dies, it's just because they got squished by a bigger giant. Same thing when you squish a roach. We're the bigger giant to the roach. Roaches don't know who we are. And we look at a resting little thing, little rodent, and a roach is just looking at itself like, shit, I am that I am. Nigga, shit, I am. Who the fuck I am? We looking at a roach like, oh, you little disgusting little piece of shit. You know? And same thing with a fly. Like flies just be flying around. Like, what do we look like to a fly? You think we look like how we look to us, to a fly? Nah. That just goes to that we're ants to a bigger giant. People be like, oh, are the aliens real? Are they coming from outer space? No. I used to work for SpaceX, so I know how the game go. You shoot if we continue to shoot rockets and call it, that and say that it's going out of the atmosphere, then that tricks people into believing that something can come into the atmosphere. You know what I mean? So if we continue to pretend to shoot rockets outside of this fucking if we continue to shoot rockets outside of this firmament, then it's going to make us believe that things can come in here, but you can't. Everything's already here. There's islands on this earth that has not been discovered yet, contrary to popular belief, at least not by us. And the ones who that have been discovered, that are very, very defensive and don't want anybody infiltrating their land, they are protected by the Indian government. There's a land called Sermilia, something like that. Don't go look it up. It's in India. It's the only land that has not been infiltrated by humans because they kill everybody that comes near. And then excuse me, the ones who have gotten close is because they came with gifts. Like that's how you do it. You come with gifts, and then you give them food and then fish and metals and things like that, and they start using that metal to make their weapons. So there's a guy from Texas who came with the Bible and then went to this island and tried to convert everybody to Christian. Teach them the whole story about Jesus and everything. And they allowed him in the beginning because he was giving gifts, but then they ended up killing him. But he knew he was going to go die. He knew he was going there to die. He already knew. So the thing is that to them, we were the aliens to them. You know what I mean? Because they never seen nothing that looked like us. They never seen no boats, like none of that shit. They never seen the type of um, uh, metals we had, the type of clothes we were wearing. We were the aliens to them, but we're on Earth. You have to think about it. There's animals in the jungle right now that's never seen a human being. There's animals in the jungle right now that's never seen a human being. But the jungle is here on Earth, and so are the human beings. It's just we haven't crossed paths yet in certain jungles. You know what I mean? And there's been times where maybe one fucking lion seen a human and went back and told the rest of the herd, "Hey man, it's some crazy shit out there. I see some crazy stuff." Then he go back and tell them, but they ain't gonna believe him. Man, I ain't seen that shit. Like, what are you talking about, bro? That's a myth. That's a rumor, right? That's a rumor. But he like, man, I tell you, man, I seen them human aliens. You know what I mean? I seen them aliens trying to go back and tell everybody else, all the other lions. All the other lions like, nah, dog, you tripping. But the thing is that when have you ever seen a lion walking through your neighborhood? Huh? When have you ever seen a lion just walking through your neighborhood? But lions exist. When have you ever seen an elephant walking through your neighborhood? Elephants exist. Everything is here on Earth. You just don't see it all the time. Everything is here on Earth. You just don't see it all the time. We have the sources and resources to go to the wilderness, to the jungle, to the middle of Africa, and observe lions and elephants and giraffes in their natural habitat. But they don't have the resources to come to our neighborhoods and observe us. But that doesn't mean that they ain't on this earth. So that is the same thing with the aliens. The aliens are already here. They're just in a different place. The aliens are already here. They're just in a different place. They have the resources and the technology to come and observe us. That's why every now and then you see somebody talking about, oh, I seen an alien or something like that. Yeah, because they found us. You know what I mean? And we are protected by the governments, the aliens government. We think we protected by our government. Nah, we protected by the aliens government. The aliens government is like, hey, it's illegal to go and fuck with them people over there. You know what I mean? We already gave them math, knowledge, reading. We showed them about, you know what I mean, religion. Like we gave them so much. Leave them people alone now. You know what I'm saying? So we think we protected by our government, man. We protected by the aliens government. Otherwise, the aliens be coming over and fucking with us all the time like they used to, but they don't no more. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. But we think that they're coming from outer space. Why would you think coming from outer space? Nothing's getting out of here. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's getting out of here. The further your conscious level goes, the more you can see. But we don't have the resources to go to them. But they have the sources to come to us. And when you hear about alien abductions and stuff like that, that's basically like when we capture animals from the jungle and put them inside of a zoo. So humans are being captured and put inside the inside of the alien zoo. Like there's a zoo full of humans, you know what I mean, where the aliens live. and they just go and observe us in our natural habitat. They probably watching us watch TV, at the zoo, because that's what the fuck we do. But just wanted to get on live, man. Come chop it up with y'all real quick. Come holler at my good people, man. Thank you for everybody who came through. Just wanted to drop that real quick. I'm out. Do it still back on? Post it. Yeah.